So, kind of going back to what we talked about earlier, it is a story that's got a lot of shifts in time. And then, like you said, a perspective as well. You've got the thing where Lucille is sort of giving her own perspective through her writing. How did you sort of prepare to do that? How did you make those shifts? Did you do anything in particular to get yourself in a particular mindset to channel different eras, different perspectives?
Some of it is really just, yeah, I mean, the character work, just the character shifting of like where we're at in the story. I mean, I would have to take a moment and just we'd be in the present and then we would go back. But just remembering to like, where are we going back in the story? What's this part of the story about? And I think it's all connected so fluidly and so beautifully where we're having something that's happened in the present and then we get to fill that out with like where why are we here? Where did this come from? And we go back our 30 years and we see like, okay, this is how we got here. This is why we're talking about this. This is where this part of the story came from. And then, of course, we shift to Lucille's version of that. And so we have this beautiful rhythm and dance around how the story is told. And I think really moving back the 30 years wasn't such a challenging shift, um, but also maybe just kind of a fun one. You know, there's a lightness to the 30 years ago. There's an innocence to it. They don't know what's coming. And and there is conflict in all of those things and the just the seeds and the beginnings of what we see later. But you also get to play these people at a more innocent time. And that's it was kind of light and fun too. So that shift was maybe a little more natural than shifting into Lucille's perspective and her story. As I said before, Lucille took a lot more conscious awareness for me because I feel like so much is happening with her. Um, and why she's even telling this story. And so that one I would probably even just take a break and like walk around my block sometimes and just be like, all right, like we're getting into Lucille mode here. And like or step out of the room, take a breather and like come back in and put Lucille on, because it's she has her story and it is a shift. And it's but yeah, that one I think took a little bit more of like conscious shifting and intentionality to move from one to the other. Um, and also just to have those two things put next to each other, right? The world is the real world and Lucille's narrative. And yeah.